for the mechanical work of this crazy van. Okay. Okay, so the plan.
Do you think it was a smart idea? Ama, was it a good decision you made?
I'm sorry, what is Ama?
Or hello and what's up guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me Felicity. Guys, today it's on a beautiful day and I'm meeting someone that I hope you guys have seen already. She's a Nigerian YouTuber, yeah. So she recently moved to Kenya. So I'm sure maybe you've seen her videos pale YouTube kidogo, and today I came to say hi to her so that we can know more about her, and she's going to tell us more. So let her introduce herself first of all. Welcome to the channel. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So maybe you can introduce yourself to my fans.
When people say introduce yourself, I don't even know where to start from. My name is Ebaide. I'm on Go Ebaide on YouTube. I recently moved to Kenya. I recently opened my YouTube channel. I mostly opened because I came to Kenya, and then I was like, this is a good place to do a lot of vlogging. Let me open a channel. So I opened it.
You opened it recently?
Yeah, in April, March. Yeah. So, I came to Kenya first, then went back to Nigeria, sold my things and came here. So right now I am trying to do something innovative. I'm trying to do something that I shouldn't do, something crazy, something that hasn't been happening here. So yeah, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, so there's a video I watched, your first video that I saw on YouTube the other day, and I was interested in it. So you did a video about a van that you're renovating, which you want to live in.
Yeah,
that's
the way you said it just now.
That sounds a little bit crazy.
Very crazy, not a little bit.
Like I only hear that in the US and places like that. So maybe guys, if you haven't watched that video, maybe I'll place your link there so that guys can check it out first as we go, and maybe you tell us more about it.
Okay, so I have spent so many years watching van life, and I have searched for van life in Africa so many times. It doesn't come up, not even van life in Kenya. So when I got here, I was like, this place is safe because I'm coming from another African country. I was like, this place is safe enough for van life. And nobody does van life here. To just be a good way. I know I'm going to face so many challenges. So I was like, how do I get into this lifestyle? Recently, I've been broke because of the decisions I've made traveling here and there. So I was like, I must do this thing. So I put resources together and bought a 1987 van. But the main reason why I bought it was, so I was searching for so many vans online. I saw so many. I saw some that were around the same amount, some that were just a bit more expensive. But the problem was that they had ridiculous mileages because most of them were used as matatus in Nairobi. And I just knew that I had to change the engine.
So guys, that was interesting, but you want to know more and more. So before that, maybe we can go and check out the van.
Absolutely.
The progress and all that.
Yeah. Okay.
As we ask.
So we are supposed to get rubber, which is ridiculously expensive for just rubber. Why is this phone ringing at this time? Seriously. Anyway, so we are supposed to get rubber for everywhere. Put the rubber, then install the glass. We have the glass already. So the front windscreen, you see that there's a crack. So we are looking to transfer that one to this one. Yeah. So every other glass here is normal glass except this one is rubber glass. The glass that came with it. So we'll transfer that one to this one and then fabricate a new windscreen with that one. Yeah, Yeah, that's the progressive. Then the back door needs those. Mr. Jack, what are those things you call the thing that is going to hold the back door? That one that you gave me big price for.
Shock.
Shock. That's not supposed to be expensive. Anyway, guess what? It's very expensive. So we are supposed to buy expensive shocks. Well, then we are supposed to cut the roof. So you see that it has 3 segments.
Yeah.
This place has solar panel, this place will be sun, that place will be my roof. That was good for sunset when I was climbing.
So the van will have everything, even electricity.
Yeah, solar panel, it has
Water.
electricity, plumbing. My plumbing will be there. Then under the van would be the grey water tank. That okay, so there will be a tank in the kitchen cabinet. The kitchen cabinet will be here, so it will be connected down. So it will be connected into the grey water. That's why. Okay, so the bed, I've done the design, is on my channel. So the kitchen is here. So the bed is there. So it will be a chair. Okay, I'll send you the video so you can put it on your channel, the video. So it will be there. So the bed would have a dining there, a toilet, a dining. So I'll just put the bed down when it is night. I put the bed down so it will come this far. Then when in the morning I just transfer it there. So it's like a sofa bed. Something like that. It's going to have everything. Then this place, I want to buy a swivel chair. Swivel chairs are the ones that you can turn 180 degrees to face into the ground. So I'm going to buy it there, and my table will be somewhere in front so that I can use it. And if I don't do that, I'm going to build a partition, like a barricade here, so that when I'm in the car, I will know I'm in the car. When I transfer to my house, I know I'm in my studio apartment. Yeah, then all this place will be wood, all the walls will be wood throughout. The ceiling will also be wood throughout. Then the top would have decorations. I want to do graffiti. Yeah.
So, like, that's a lot. How much are you looking to invest in all that?
I started by thinking I'll invest 5K. Then when I started
5K?
doing, no, that was what I thought.
$5,000?
Dollars, yeah. Then when I started calculating, and after this mechanic has put so much fear in my mind, every time I come here, it tells me something new to buy. It has gone to 7K, but what I'm hoping for is that when we enter the market, okay, for the mechanical work of the van, I can't manipulate it. I have to do it. I don't have a choice. That is a must, and it's a lot of money. So if I can do that one, then I can manipulate the building of the things I can build myself. Maybe get things from people. Like there could be a carpenter that doesn't need a particular set of wood that I can get for free. Do you get? So when I start video, I guess I'll see how I can get things cheaper. For the mechanical work of this crazy van, I can't escape it, and it's a lot. But the reason why I bought it was the engine in the first place. Yeah, because it was
the
good
engine
enough.
was okay, then the van is
Yeah. People have been saying, "Oh my God, why do you buy such an old van?" Yeah. But the truth is, if I had bought the normal van of 300,000, I still would have bought a new engine. A new engine is 250,000. So that's 550,000. So it just made more sense to buy engine with lower mileage and then work on the body. Because no matter what van I would have bought, I'll still cut the roof, I'll still do body work. You get? I'll still do all those things. So it just made sense to.
a new mom or expecting any kid, or actually have kids from the age of 0 to 16 years, this is your ideal place to get clothes or any other essentials. They actually have packages which range from how much?
22,000, 15,000, 10,000 and 5,000.
Yeah, so I actually got my clothes from here. The shop is called Kids Town Kenya and it's located at
Along Biashara Street, opposite After 40 Hotel. The building is called Baraka Shopping Mall. We are on the first floor, shop L14.
Yeah, so guys, make sure you hit them up. Their contacts ziko hapo chini. You'll be sorted. Yeah. So guys, you've had all that. So far, we've learned a few things about your van, and I can say it's an impressive job you're doing. I can't wait to see the finish.
Thank you. That's what everybody is saying. The pressure is a lot.
So maybe we'll get to know more about you.
Okay.
First of all, you already introduced yourself, yeah? So are you a lover of cars?
Oh yeah, I love cars. I'll say that I know more about cars than the average girl. I'm in love with cars. I'm in love with fast cars. And that's why I keep saying this will be a challenge because this van is a very slow van. Yeah, I love cars.
So what's your favorite car as of now?
Do I have a favorite car? I don't know. I don't have. Maybe the Mercedes Sprinter. It's not a car, it's a van. But I guess it is the Mercedes Sprinter because it's my dream van. Do you get? And it is like $30,000. So that's my favorite van right now.
Okay, great. And what was your first car? You had one before me.
Yeah, my first car was Toyota Camry 2005.
In 2005?
Toyota Camry 2005.
Oh,
No, I bought it in 2016.
So did you have maybe a previous car before coming here to Kenya?
Yeah, I had an Acura TL. That was what I sold when I went back to Nigeria in March.
And what's your current car that you have? The van.
Nissan Vanette 1987.
Wow, okay. So, why did you decide to get this van?
You mean, why did I decide to go into van life or buy this particular van?
Yeah. Why did you decide to get this van specifically?
Okay, this van specifically, well, I had searched for vans online, and then, I have a budget. And the truth is that even the YouTubers that have big van now, that are doing van life, they tell you that you should start with a bad van first, because anything could go wrong. What if the first week I go on the road, Kenyan police catches me? Do you get? So they tell you to start with a crappy van, but there is a level to crappy van because it's going to really disturb you on the road.
Yeah.
So I decided to buy an engine and not exactly a van. So I chose this van because they are changing engine. I talked to so many people, but most of them were normal Matatus. No, most of them, and the ones that were not Matatus that were looking very old, were very expensive. It just didn't make sense, and they were still old engines. So when I saw this one, we sent Nwakazi, his in-law, we sent them to the place in Nakuru, in Narok. Then they went to check the van. Then the two mechanics confirmed that the engine was good because that was what I wanted to concentrate on. Then most people start van life with an old van. They always have problem with rust.
Yeah.
And it takes so much money to fix rust, so much money and effort. I told them to send pictures of the interior, not one rust. I was like, this is definitely my dream van. I don't care what it looks like outside. Good engine, no rust. I'm definitely buying this. The next day we went and then I have this old van,
And why did you choose to buy a van and not any other car? Like, what do you intend to do?
Okay, so I decided to buy this van and not a car because, when I was coming to Kenya, when I was coming back to settle here, I was sure I would buy a car. In March, I hadn't decided to do van life. So I was telling my Nigerian friend here that I wanted to do an international passport because I wanted to buy a car. I've not had a car in a long time, so it was hard to not have a car. But when I got here, it just made sense to do van because I am paying rent every month. And then anytime I go out camping, I don't want to go back home. But then you have to go back home because you are paying for that rent. And if you travel, you are paying Airbnb. Do you get? It's just paying twice. So you had better just stay in your house and use your rent. But then I thought,
You travel a lot.
Yeah, I travel a lot. It was traveling that brought me to Kenya. I was doing East African tour. I left Nigeria October last year and went back in March. So I did 3 countries. So that was why I decided to settle here because of traveling. So I just thought, what if I can carry my house wherever I go to?
Yeah.
That way I don't have to pay for a house somewhere. I don't have to think, oh shit, I have to go back home because. And then I was like, it was van life. And I've watched like 20 billion van life videos. Okay, I'm exaggerating. Let me say 10 billion.
Yeah.
I've watched like 10 billion van life videos.
And you like it.
Oh, I love the lifestyle. The lifestyle is me. It's what I love. It's the things I enjoy. If you see my videos, I've gone camping solo so many times. Yeah, in Nigeria, most of the travelers in Nigeria know me. Yeah, I've been traveling for years. In Nigeria, I am in so many travel groups. So I'm known for travel. So it was just a no-brainer to like buy a house that I can travel with, basically.
So you don't mind like maybe driving from Kenya to somewhere like Tanzania?
That's the plan.
You will do it.
So the plan is that in the next 6 months I use this van. I get into van life because I don't know what it will be like in Kenya. It's not like someone is doing it before. So I don't have a scapegoat to copy from. I'm my first scapegoat in Kenya. So after like 6 months, then I look to buy another van, a newer van. I call this my mistake van. That's why I'm calling him Daddy. It's an old man. And it's my mistake. So this is the van I used to make mistakes with building, with traveling. This is the van I used to know the places to park in Kenya, the places I shouldn't go to. So after 6 months, my birthday is April next year. I'm thinking of gifting myself with a proper van, and that's the Mercedes Sprinter. Even though right now I know I can't afford it.
So back in Nigeria, there are people who used to do the van life already.
Oh no, not van life, like car. Okay, so in Nigeria, the people I travel with, we carpool. So I take my car, people take their car. So we all like in like 5 cars, we all travel together. But no van life in van life in Nigeria. I don't see it happening actually.
So maybe you can tell us some few places you're already planning on visiting once you get your van.
Okay, so the plan. The plan is to finish building the van. Then I carry myself to the coast. Why? Because I feel like the coast would be an easy place to get into van life because it's the beach. You know, it's the beach people would typically go to camp, the normal typical person. So nobody would bat an eyelid if I just park a van somewhere and I am cooking outside. Do you get? Because I'll have an outdoor kitchen that slides out here. So I'll always cook outside. I'll have an umbrella. I'll have a sunroof. I'll always sit on top of my van. Where else can I do it but at the beach?
Wait, you're not scared of maybe insecurity issues? I don't know.
I mean, I've done so many risky things in life that fear is not a thing for me now. I have done so many risky things. So, no, don't you think that carrying myself from one country that I don't know to my country and selling all my things and moving to that country is risky?
That's already a risk.
Exactly. So my life is full of risks. I think that it makes my world go round when I take risks. It makes me overcome boundaries. You get it? I'm already excited about it, so I'm not scared at all.
Yeah. So, do you think this is a good decision you made? Like selling your things, all her things, guys, imagine, all her things in Nigeria and moving to Kenya. Do you think it was a smart idea, Ama was it a good decision you made?
I'm sorry, what is Ama?
Or is it like a good? Do you think it's a good?
I know what you're asking. I'm just with you. Okay, so I think that the best decisions have their regrets. No matter how good a decision is, you'd always look back and be like, what if? So I did a series in Nigeria last year, June, a movie, a TV series. Till now, it has not been released. After I did it, I traveled away from Nigeria. The whole editing took time.
Wait, are you like a celebrity?
I'm not a celebrity. I'm a producer, not. I'm not a celebrity. So I produced the film. So I left and then it went through editing. It was taking time because I'm not there. It's my film. I wasn't there. And then when I went back to Nigeria, instead of waiting to see it through, I left again. So right now it's at the marketer's place. It's been there for like 2 months. The truth is, if I was in Nigeria, I would have taken my film to places. I would have marketed my film myself, gotten marketers and done this. But I'm not there. I can't even call them directly. I have to rely on WhatsApp. Yeah. So when you look back at things, I sold my car, now I am broke. It is just not the same. Yeah, there are regrets, but is it a good decision? It's one of the best decisions I've made this year because I'm having the time of my life. I mean, I'm not rich, but I'm happy. Yeah. Not entirely happy
with
what I have now, and the conditions of living here makes me happy. In Nigeria, I earn more because our currency is different. It's like twice the amount I earn in Kenya for the same euro. Like for €1, for instance, if I earn it in 700 naira, in Kenya shillings, it's like half of the amount. I mean, in the value you get because our naira has depreciated. So I am richer in naira than in Kenya shillings, but life is so much easier here. NEPA, okay, we call our electricity NEPA.
Exactly. Our exactly is easier from Nigeria. Like in Kenya.
Like in Kenya, for electricity, for instance, we call our own NEPA. You guys call it KPLC, right? Mm-hmm. Our NEPA is notorious. Oh my God. I like it. It's a celebration. When there is power, we say, oh, NEPA! We start jubilating. We plug in our phone, our laptop. I haven't experienced that here. The internet is fast. It's just the weather alone. You know, I am hyper. You have noticed I have a lot of energy. In Nigeria, I would have been sweating so much right now. I'm sweating a bit. The weather is so much nicer. The people are calm. Do you get? It's just an easier life, basically.
Wow, nice. So, tell us your best experience you've had with a car as well as the one.
My best experience with a car, I'm not sure. Okay, to be my recent car, the Acura, I'd say it is the times I spent singing out loud in the car with my brother. Okay, that car, the Acura, it also had a sunroof. So in the evening, whenever my brother comes to my house, we open the car, we have alcohol, we drink, we eat popcorn, and we sing so loudly. You know, there are always generators, so people can't hear us. So we bang and sing, and if I get a video, I'll send to you.
Wow, nice.
Those are the best moments in a car I can say I've had. The worst moment, the week I bought my Acura, it sank into a mud. Okay, so I was going camping, I was going alone. And then when I saw a lot of water, and then just before I drove in, I asked people that, is it safe to drive? They said, oh, you can go, you can go. As soon as I entered, it went in. I was there till night, literally. I got people, I entered the water and got out. Then people came and charged me so much money. Then the people I was going to camp with came by themselves. So they brought it out eventually, brought out the water from the exhaust at the back. But that was by far the worst experience, because that was the week I just got the car. And it was such a clean and cool car. And I was like, man, my car is gone.
Wow, that's interesting. You seem to have had what do I call it? Like a fun kind of life. You're traveling and all that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I would say, yeah.
An
I've had fun.
adventurous. So
Yeah, I've had fun. I can't function without wanting more. I can't function without wanting to explore. It's like a lifestyle. I get bored easily. So it's a lifestyle I have to keep doing. Like, it doesn't matter how much it costs. It makes me feel alive, so I keep going.
Wow, that was so interesting. Thank you so much for sharing all that.
Thank you.
You know, maybe there's someone who would want to contact you and you know about the van.
Okay.
I'm sure you have other people helping you with the design and all that.
Yeah.
And so how can they reach you?
On Instagram, go by there, and then I wrote my phone number. Yeah, my phone number is even on my channel,
Yeah.
so I can
Oh,
always
you don't
go for
mind?
M-Pesa. No, I don't mind for M-Pesa. Oh, I'm looking for support. I am about to spend so much money. No, I don't mind. Yeah.
Okay, so that was so interesting. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for letting me meet you. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, guys, that is it for this video, and I'll be sure to see you in my next. Bye.